Hey now, welcome to Omnibros Live on a Monday night. Oh, that was gross. Hall's previews and reads. That's right, I'm the adorable Omni Dog. Co-hosting with Lou, Comics Guide, and Gio, Manga Geekdom.
Howdy. Hey, everybody. Welcome back.
What up, guys? So, yeah, thank you.
We're off to a fantastic start.
I never think to hit the mute button because it requires effort. Lifting my arm, putting it over the keyboard. I'm like, I'll just. And Gabe loves 90s comics.
What up? So, came here just in time for Jess to spit on me.
I'm coughing.
So welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining. We appreciate everybody tuning in live on a Monday night.
Good to see Kane here because she's been down with a count of down. What is it? Down for the count with a severe cold. So good to see you here, Kane.
Well, I hope that person feels better.
Yeah, she's my cookie buddy.
Oh, that reminds me, I didn't take my vitamins today. Let me get that taken care of.
White Wolf, who is constantly trying to get me to read Invincible. Good day to you, my friend. Good day.
Do you have the Invincible collected editions anyway, Jess?
Yeah, I have 1 through 12. I've had them for 6 years.
All right, so we should probably do this.
Yeah, I've read 1 through 3 like 3 times. I just can't get past 3. Oh, good, Kane. That's good. And it's not that it's bad; it's awesome. But something always derails me.
12 hardcovers is a lot to commit to, like reading them all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's hard for me to do too. Like something will catch my interest later, or something will just take away my time sooner or later.
Do the first 3 or one.
We'll just do one at a time.
One at a time, yeah.
So,
yeah, I do want to read the whole thing because you're right, Dr. Elevator. I've heard nothing but great things about it for so long.
I like that as you keep reading Invincible.
JT, are you actually making an age joke there? An age joke? What?
Where? Who? What?
Right under the Dr. Elevator. Stone Tablet.
Oh, wow. Oh, I haven't heard that one in a while. That's cool.
Wow. An age joke. Okay, that has definitely set you back at least 6 months in my trying to read Invincible.
Oh,
age of the books, not you.
Yeah, sure. That sounds like somebody covering their tracks.
Invincible is such an awesome, fun, and fast read. I was going to say, as you keep reading, it gets faster to finish those books because there's a lot of action and very manga-inspired action too.
Well, I mean, it's very loosely based on Dragon Ball Z. Like, there's a lot of Dragon Ball Z kind of familiar stuff in Invincible. But every issue, and Kirkman's the king of this, every issue ends on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Like, you want to know what happens next.
He's really good at that. He really is.
Wait a minute. Before we get started,
I did see that.
This. Hold on.
Whoa, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, here we go. As the leading Hispanic authority on comics on the internet, I am always let's talk Spanish. I am always challenged to pronounce Espanol by the famous Rodimus Prime Rib from the glorious island republic of Puerto Rico. So that's a good one too. And we start out.
Yes.
El adorable, or is it adorable? Adorable omnipero de vuelta después de su tremenda entrevista con su nuevo mejor amigo, el señor Alred, uno con los omni hermanos en vivo y todo a color.
Damn. All right. Let's go.
I felt like I did okay on that one. I know what he said.
Yeah. I think you got all of it. So.
A tremendous interview with my new best friend, Mr. Allred, and we're now seeing him with we're seeing the Omni Hermanos live and in color.
You're
Right?
joined with the Omnibros, blah 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 blah. Yeah.
Say what now?
You're joined. The later part after all red means like, and now you're
Oh,
joined
joined.
with
Okay,
us.
with the Omni
With us.
Hermanos.
Yeah. Good job.
Thank you. Let's see what Rodimus thinks about that. Because I felt like I sort of flowed with that one. Those weren't too difficult, mostly because I understood what he was saying. For once,
You got it. And you, I didn't have to say anything. You got adorable. You
adorable. Yeah, right.
Adorable,
Instead of
yeah.
adorable. Hey. Monday fun day.
Damn it. Hold
What?
on. Hold up. Yeah, I know. I keep forgetting. Sorry.
I love that Kane was looking for that.
I know. You got to keep remembering because I forget these things. And we have these jokes.
I love it. I love it.
Jess, why did you half-ass teaching Omar Spanish?
He's not a very good subject. He's not a good student at all.
Complicated fella.
He,
I feel like
he throws paper airplanes in class, spitballs, doesn't pay attention, flirting with the other girls, other guys, everything. He's a terrible student.
I feel like your Spanish is much better than his at this point.
I appreciate that.
I think you have surpassed him in Spanish at this point.
Thank you. I love that bit. I don't even know how that.
That's a good one too.
I am waiting one day for Jess to pull a Ben Affleck on us and just break out perfect Spanish and just catch us all off guard.
Just do the show in Spanish.
Oh my God. Bienvenidos a Omnibros Live.
That'd be fun.
You
know what's cooler? Sorry to interrupt. Our wonderful sponsor. That's InStockTrades.com, your home for all things collected editions. You get your Omnibus, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, and so much more for great deals that range from 42 to 50% off. They are a wonderful sponsor here on the channel and offering fantastic packaging, great customer service. If you make an order of $50 or more in the US, you get free shipping. And there's that loyalty discount that adds an extra 2% discount to your order on a week-by-week basis. That's if you purchase from them weekly. All of that you can find at InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network.
Woohoo!
I guess since we're on the subject, let me thank you. Appreciate it. These are the deals of the week. They are leaving tomorrow.
What?
At noon Eastern Standard Time. So if you
want that Madam Web for $5,
exactly.
There you go.
There you go. You get it. Or the Marvel Masterworks, Remasterworks, whatever they're called. Or if you want the Rogue and Gambit or Spawn, you go ahead and order before noon. If you haven't ordered before,
I got Rogue and Gambit, and then sorry, Gio, I stepped all over you. Sorry.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I was gonna say, order now. Get that Rogue and Gambit book. Make a quick order, and you got that loyalty discount for all the cool stuff that's coming out tomorrow. So, yeah.
I got the Rogue and Gambit book, and then right below them, the first two book. Okay, who? They don't say who's. Oh, it is Stephanie Phillips. That's exactly why I got it. So she's still writing for them. That's so awesome.
Is it Sean Phillips' wife?
Not that I know of.
That is a very talented family, if that is Sean Phillips' wife.
She I think she made a name for herself during the Harley Quinn run she did. She did 5 standard hardcovers, and it was the best Harley Quinn I've read since. It's certainly the most deeply analytical dive she's had Harley go into in her head before.
Oh, cool.
And it's remarkable. Stephanie Phillips did a fantastic job on that.
Does Sean Phillips have another son like Tim Phillips, and he's a Pulitzer Prize winner or something like that? That family is talented.
What's Sean Phillips' son's name?
Jacob Phillips.
Jacob, yeah, he was our first interview. Me and the minister.
Yeah, he's doing covers for Criterion releases now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he did the cover for Lone Star that comes out tomorrow for the Criterion.
He's
release.
doing a book called That Texas Blood that is awesome. His art is awesome, and the songs are songs. The story's awesome, and they have said they're not going to put it in deluxe. So I'm going to go ahead and get the trades. There's 3 trades.
Draculina.
Really good writing.
There you go. You can get Draculina for $14, 30%
Christopher
off.
Priest.
That's Christopher Priest?
Well, not in the cover, but
Well, no.
that's him writing. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know he wrote
Spinning out of-
Draculina.
Spinning out of his Vampirella and Sacred
Paycheck to
Six
paycheck,
series.
dude.
Yeah, take that bait. Yeah.
Jess, you wanted to highlight something before I...
Oh, yeah, just below Madam Web. Yeah, right there. The Avengers, that's by Jed McKay. I'm going to get that in trade because it's Jed McKay, and I am going to read everything ever that he's written ever, forever, and the rest of ever. And then next to that is a book right there, Barnstormers by Scott Snyder, that NFL Dude said is the best thing he's written since New 52 Batman.
Oh,
Wow.
And I said, and art by Tula Lote. So I said, okay. So I ordered that.
Okay.
It's an Eisner nominated book. It's cool.
I'm gonna have to add that to my to read list then. Barnstormers.
Yeah, who's that published by there? Oops, sorry, Gio.
Dark Horse Comics.
Dark Horse,
Oh.
okay.
I thought when you said right next to Avengers, I'm like, oh, he's going to talk about Case Closed. No.
Did you really think I was going to talk about that?
Maybe. I don't know. 2024, things can change, you know? I don't know.
Hey, I found the best thing for just the Spanish segment. Look at this.
What the hell's that?
It's a dog doing the Hulk Hogan pose with the
Oh, that's a
luchador.
dog?
Love it.
A dog or a person in a dog suit?
No, that's a doggy.
You know what I thought that was? Like the Yeti or something.
Yeah, it did look like
Yeah.
a tiny
The
Yeti.
smallest the abominable snowman ever.
Yeah.
Well, there's NFL Dude promoting his suggestion to me there at the very bottom.
That's dope. That's really cool. Let me check that out.
I won an Eisner for it. It was Comixology Original and Dark Horse prints, all those.
Josh Greathouse, that version of Jess, we've covered this, is Earth 2 Jess, and he owns a Taco Bell in Laredo, Texas.
I love how specific.
That's very specific. I love it.
Is it really a front for fentanyl running or what? Because everything in Laredo is a front for fentanyl.
TBD. Let's leave it at that.
The legend continues.
The legend
You're
continues.
all great. Thank you so much for joining. Oh shoot, this is cool. Lionheart made 49 orders from I.S.T. in 2023.
Dude, you realize that is an order a week almost. There were 3 weeks in 2023 that you did not order something. I am impressed. I am genuinely impressed. I'm going to guess one of those weeks, if you're married, one was Christmas, one was Valentine's Day.
Valentine's and
if you are married, and man, woman, whatever, your significant other's birthday was the other week that you did not order something from IST. I think I covered it.
I think you might be missing anniversary.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
So he ordered on his anniversary week
For himself.
for himself. Yeah.
Just use the credit card.
Hayden is clarifying that actually is Christopher Priest on the cover of Draculina. Multi-talented.
I have to say, then I feel a little bit differently about Christopher Priest than I did.
Yeah, I got a different feeling about Christopher Priest too.
Yeah.
Phillips nepotism over Abrams nepotism. How do we feel about that take? And here's the link. Thank you, James. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, I think that was our very first one.
Let's see. That just comes with Baja Blast.
With extra fentanyl.
They still have vanilla Dr. Pepper there.
in the universe that my Taco Bell is?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
oh,
Not in the universe, just your Taco Bell.
my Taco Bell, yeah.
Yeah.
Vanilla
Ooh, that
Dr.
means
Pepper.
his probably has the Mexican pizza too.
Everybody
Oh.
has a Mexican pizza.
No, I thought they discontinued that.
You brought it back.
They did?
Mine never discontinued it. No,
I
we
don't know.
still serve the Baja Burger or the Beefarito Burger or whatever.
Just as Mexican pizza still has the onions on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
For the scallions.
please tell me you still have the affordable prices, because Taco Bell's prices for the garbage they serve is just outrageous at this point.
The fentanyl side gig makes me be able to serve those tacos for like 29 cents a piece.
Hooray for drug runners! I
Plus,
love it.
I take my cut of the fentanyl and
Of course.
everybody's happy,
Hey, it's a win-win.
especially me.
Oh, okay. On some days, I made more than one order. I wanted to go back and see how many orders I made in 2023. Okay.
Are you covering up for missing Valentine's Day, Lionheart? Lou
I
brings up
don't
a
know.
good point.
His record.
Lou brings up a good point.
2024.
I wonder how many I made in 2023. Because honestly, I never stopped to think about if it was my wife's birthday, Valentine's Day, anniversary, a day with the word day in it. So
A day when she's sick in the hospital, I'll make an order.
hospitalized. Okay, let's go to my account. Order
So
history.
yeah, NFL dudes pointing out that Gargoyles has a Kickstarter for the reprints. It's $125. You get 3 hardcovers.
Oh, that's cool.
Or you can spend $1,500 and get it that comes in like a treasure chest.
A treasure chest?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
So this collects the Marvel series, which I think is like 12 or 13 issues that Amanda Connor did a lot of the art in. Volume 2, I think, is the slave labor graphics.
Yeah,
that one's hard to find. Like the trade paperbacks and stuff like that are really hard to find. There's a third one that has like a bunch of like never before published in singles kind of issues and stuff.
They've been pushing that stuff hard.
Look at that treasure chest.
Jesus.
That's pretty dope.
They're pushing that stuff a lot harder now because they're working on a live action TV show. So that's going to be interesting to see. It's James Wan's people, the dudes that did The Conjuring. So it'll be interesting to see what they pull out.
I was tempted to get this, but I don't know if I'm gonna drop $125.
It's a lot.
I mean, you don't need that box, that treasure box.
No, the box is 15. That's 1,500, but it's 125 if you want all 3 hardcovers.
All 3? I mean,
Yeah.
those are leather bound, right? Those are pretty nice collections, though. It is steep, but they are nice collections. How many issues?
I'm gonna say they each have at least 12 issues.
Collecting the 11-issue comic book run.
Sorry.
Only 11. Wait, what?
No, the first volume collection.
Volume 1 is the 11 issue.
I was gonna say.
Were these
I
good
would-
comics? Did you enjoy these? Okay.
It's more than nostalgia for the TV show.
I didn't care for the new stuff either. The new Dynamite stuff. I got that first issue and I just couldn't stand the art. And I just stopped.
I would, if I were a big fan, I would get at least a soft cover. You know, I'm not dying to own Gargoyles, but if I had to choose, I'd go for the soft cover. They're cool. Anything else here? Nope. That's the Neo one.
You get some art prints and some original art stuff.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, one of them was one of them they showed was Amanda Connor Demona. Right there.
God, she's so talented. Amanda Connor is so freaking talented as an
She
artist.
is.
And look at that, Jaylene. All right. Cool.
I remember when they were releasing those before Watchmen books, I was like, well, at least the Darwin Cook stuff is going to be good. And it was one was written and drawn by Darwin Cook, and the other one was written and drawn by Darwin Cook and drawn by Amanda Connor. Man, and it was those were the 2 best books in that line.
Yep.
I mean, that whole line was pretty good. I mean, I don't think there was more than maybe 1 or 2 duds, and they were like the mini issue stuff.
Gabe and I are the only ones who stick up for that whole series.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of it was great. Like the Moloch 2-issue thing was kind of off, and there was another one that was kind of off. I didn't care about, but like
Rorschach? Was it Rorschach?
you have Straczynski doing Dr. Manhattan, Amanda Connor,
Adam
Darwin
Hughes,
Cook, the Kuberts. Like some of Joe Kubert's last work is in that Owlman series they were doing, I think.
Quick question. Why is this?
Comedian? Sorry, Gio, but Comedian, that was done by Brian Azzarello, and it shows him killing JFK.
I heard that wasn't that good. I didn't get a chance to read it.
Why?
I'm sorry, Gio. I just keep cutting you off. I'm sorry. I really love the Minutemen series. That was the highlight for me. The Minutemen stuff was so good, and seeing how Darwin Cook was able to tie that story into Watchmen and how it fit really well into it. Certainly very well done. And I also like seeing Silk Spectre's origin through that miniseries as well. But for me, the HBO show just tops everything else.
Oh, that's in a complete league of its own.
Yeah, that to me is still the best superhero comic book show we've ever gotten. I'm due for a rewatch of that because it's brilliant.
I was just thinking that.
Oh my god, it's
with
so
all
good.
that I know and ahead of time, I'm sure I will get even more out of it through a second watch.
Yeah, that is. I think. How many episodes was that? 7, 8 episodes? I don't think there was a single dud in that whole series.
No, and some were so powerful they were just incredibly intense.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I mean, if you're gonna do a sequel for Watchmen, like that was unexpectedly amazing. Like that's like the best sequel they could have done.
And I love that they just said, yeah, that's all we're doing. We're not coming back. We're not doing any more. Yeah. That's all we've got. I'm dying for them to release that series on 4K. They've only got a Blu-ray out, and I'm like, please eventually release that series out in a proper way. Probably will never happen. Warner Brothers right now is a dumpster fire.
Well, apparently I'm a better husband and or boyfriend than Lionheart. I made 42 orders.
Ooh.
42? How many did?
I think 49 because Lou was listing off the 3 special occasions he shouldn't have ordered. Yeah, good one.
How many did I make? All right. How many did I make? Hold on.
NFL, dude, it's no longer on Max? Of course it's not.
What?
They were going to remove it, but I think it's still there, or did they finally take it off? I don't know.
Max is such a freaking dumpster fire right now. It's horrible.
Dude, we talked about it before. How can nobody get money and make like Warner Brothers like profitable? Like it's so strange.
I would have dropped. The only reason I have it right now is because it comes with my AT&T plan. I would have dropped it a long time ago because there's nothing on there. Well, True Detective just started and it's really good. That first episode last night was fantastic. But I would have dropped Max a long time ago.
Poor Max.
There's only so many Chip and Joanna Gaines episodes that I want to watch and go, oh yeah, it's Rustic again, Chip. Thanks, buddy. Yeah.
Well, all the good stuff they keep taking it off or putting it on their platforms, like the Batman, the Robert Pattinson one, that's on Netflix.
Let me guess.
Oh, it is?
Let me guess.
It's not even on Max?
I don't know if it's on Max, but I know it's on Netflix. I don't know if it's on both or what.
Why do I have Max?
You don't. You really shouldn't. Let me guess.
All the DC stuff is going to like Tubi and like getting all spread out, to the winds of streamers.
It's terrible.
Theo, weren't you in the I don't feel like it was it may have been last year or the year before, but that iTunes glitch where I get like 100 DC animated series?
That was early last year, and you got it for like
$7,
$7, $10, something like that. And you were lucky that they honored it and gave you the deal because they were quick to refund people and charge the right amount. But you got lucky.
Let's see. I'm looking up what I own. Apple TV store. What library? I
like watching. I will tell you that I do like watching Deadliest Catch on Max though.
I like watching regular TV, so I use it. I like it, but I do agree that when it comes to like Max originals, it's pretty bare bones.
Dude, it's HBO. HBO was known as the premium thing to get years ago. Now it's so watered down with garbage. It's so horrible. I think what was it on Instagram? They said you can, or it was on TikTok or Instagram or something like that. They advertise it. You can watch every episode of The Sopranos on Instagram because it's 25 seconds long. They've condensed every single episode to 25 seconds.
On TikTok.
Yeah, I'm like, what? The Sopranos, arguably the greatest television show of all time, the thing that kicked off the TV renaissance. Watching in 25 seconds each. Is our attention span that fucked as a culture?
Yeah, pretty much.
We cannot sit down and watch The Sopranos.
When is Penguin show coming out? It doesn't have an exact date, but it should be first quarter this year. So
I've never saw The Sopranos, and I tried watching it a couple of months ago because it's on HBO Max or whatever. Mm-hmm. Couldn't get into it.
Okay, that's fine.
I can see if I would have watched it when it first came out. I'd be like, "Oh, this is amazing!" Because they ran over this old lady with the car on accident. Whoa, weird. That's edgy and cool. Now it's like, whatever.
Well, I mean, the Sopranos is the predecessor for everything we've gotten in the past 30, 20 years or something like that. Because without the Sopranos, you don't get really Breaking Bad. You don't get all these amazing TV shows that we had. And oh my God, it's so good. Even now, I've only seen the first, I think, 3 seasons, and I'm like, Jesus, this is so good.
Maybe Jester will remember. He might be the only one on here who'll remember. But HBO, like you said, it was like one of the most important things, and it was like, I think what it was from then, and from what I remember, maybe Jess does too. That's where you got all the boxing events.
Oh yeah.
That's where you got like all the Tyson heavyweight bouts and stuff.
When we cared about boxing.
Yeah, that's true.
Cool. Speaking of boxing, did y'all haul anything? And you want to show?
I didn't. I ordered a lot, but nothing's come in.
I mean,
anything you can talk about. Anything doesn't have to be books. Anything.
I picked up the first season of WandaVision on 4K Steelbook.
Ooh.
We started rewatching it this morning, and God, I forgot how great that show is. Away from all the, is this Mephisto? The speculation that we all did 3 years ago.
There's that red chopper. That has to mean something. That red helicopter.
Oh my God, yeah, no. No, that show's so freaking good. And it's a beautiful, beautiful Steelbook. Oh my God, they really, it's great. It's great. I'm so happy Disney's releasing all this stuff now.
Give me Daredevil in 4K Steelbook.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah. But man, how great is that? Anybody out there was like, Ralph Boner and all that other than go back and rewatch it because it's really, really good, and you can watch it all in one chunk now, and you're amazed at how everything in that first episode really sows the seeds for everything else. So great stuff.
Especially if you're a fan of like TV sitcoms and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's so good.
I loved it.
So I got some stuff.
Thank you for joining.
Hey. What up, Javier? All right, so I got some cool things I'll show off. I got a promotional poster.
Whoa, nice.
Metropolitan.
Nice.
So this has to immediately get framed up as soon as possible and hung up. Mm-hmm. I love these promotional posters because this is like the first real probably like glimpse we got into Transmetropolitan and Spider Jerusalem. And this is back in 1997, so it's kind of cool that I was able to find one that survived. Speaking of like 4Ks, thanks to Lou, I picked up the Bloodsport 4K.
Amazing. I love it.
Which is this really cool like book kind of thing they got going on with it.
Yeah, it's a media book. I love it.
Yeah, it has a little like 10, 20 page kind of inserts about Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Does it talk about his $10,000 a week cocaine habit?
No, but one one of the interesting things in here, where is it that I saw? So in here, it talks about Jean-Claude Van Damme and his career a little bit. But what's funny in here that I wanted to mention real quick was it says, it's hardly a coincidence that Van Damme has played double roles so often.
Yeah.
In Double Impact in 1991, he plays his twin brothers, Alex and Chad Wagner. Maximum Risk in 96, he plays twin brothers again. And in The Replicant in 2001, he has to deal with his own clone, a man fighting with and against himself. So that's like three movies where he was both the lead spots, and it was just him playing himself against himself.
Oh my God, I didn't think about that. You're right.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. I love Jean-Claude Van Damme. I mentioned it in our chat that he was my action star over Sylvester Stallone, over Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was a Jean-Claude Van Damme guy, especially because of Bloodsport.
Oh man, I was
those movies where like that first 10, 15 minutes, it's all kind of set up. I mean, you can just skip it and get him going to Bangkok or whatever. But I still like to watch the beginning stuff too. But once you get to like Bangkok and the whole tournament starts, that movie is fantastic. That's like the coolest thing ever. Another one. It's not a 4K, but I did get
MASH.
The MASH, the Martini and Medicine collection DVD.
Oh wow!
You've been talking about getting this for a while.
This thing is massive, massive.
Is that only out on DVD? There's no Blu-ray?
There's no Blu-rays of it or anything like that. Yeah.
Wow. Is that under Fox, right? Disney?
It is, yeah.
Wow, you're never getting a Blu-ray for that. Oh my God.
So I love the box here that has the. What's that?
Does this have the movie too?
Let me show you what it has, Jess. All right. So it's this cool little book. It opens up. It has this clipboard with like a book of like behind the scenes shots and there's some cool, like, this little cool collector handbook of the show.
Cool.
And then each there's a sleeve for like a bunch of the seasons. So the first one, Alan Alda. Let's see if I can get this to fold out or not. It folds out like this. And it's season 1, season 2, season 3. Hot Lips Houlihan. And that's season 4, 5, and 6.
Cool.
Got the Colonel. 7, 8, 9. Trapper. Oh no, wait, that's BJ Honeycutt. Excuse me. 10, 11. A special features that has like a bunch of behind the scenes stuff, which I'm really interested in because I've never really seen much behind the scenes or making of and things like that at MASH. Like nobody had that. That wasn't a typical thing like they do these days. And yeah, it does have the movie too.
Cool. The movie is so great.
Yeah.
What a definitive collection. That's awesome.
Yeah. All 11 seasons, all in one big old awesome box set. Like even the box and the sleeve itself has it's like a military green. It's kind of like the Superman for all seasons, absolute, how it has that kind of like burlap feel to it.
Oh yeah.
It has that all over it as well.
Real quick, they're asking about the Bloodsport. Where did you get that 4K?
It was a place called Orbit DVD.
Right here. I got mine right now too.
Yep. It's an import though. It's not an American release.
Yeah, this is a German import from Cape Light. It is, and they did the restoration. This is not available in the United States, but if you go to orbitdvd.com, which is where I get my imports from, you can pick up a copy if they have it in stock. The guy, as soon as he gets these in stock, they fly out the door pretty quick. So bear in mind, you have to have a 4K player to watch this. You won't, and in order to watch the Blu-ray, you need a region-free player. Otherwise, you can't watch the Blu-ray. You can watch the 4K disc because 4K discs are region-free. Blu-rays are not. Most of them are locked. But if you have a region-free player, you can watch the Blu-ray that's on this as well. I grabbed it just because, like Gabe, I love Bloodsport. I wanted a 4K of this, and I had to have it.
What did we do to deserve the amazing talent that is James Abel?
I still haven't watched it. By the way. I'm dying to watch it. I might put this on tonight after we're done.
Oh, did he bring it up? All right, I was looking for it myself just now. Huh.
How old is that MASH box set? Like what year? The DVD release.
This is the best collection that I found, though. Like I did a lot of looking into it.
It looks pretty comprehensive. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, most of them don't have like the movie and stuff like that in them. I'm gonna have to look it up.
That's what we do, and man, we FOMO people. We love it.
FOMO City.
It was like $70 too, so it wasn't terrible.
That's
if you think
not
about
for
it,
everything you got there. Wow.
Yeah, if you think about it, it's like $10 a disc, and there's more than 7 discs in that set, so I think it's worth it.
I mean, it's 11 seasons. I got it for so it's like $7 a season, probably.
So yeah.
Plus the packaging is amazing.
Yeah. That's such a shame that they haven't bothered to update that to at least Blu-ray. I mean, and with Disney being Disney and now their Fox catalog, and I think that might be as good as we get for a very long time for MASH.
It's 2009 is when that set came out. So you can only find it used for the most part.
Hayden is one of the very few people that I chat with regularly and I allowed on my private Instagram page. I'm like, Hayden's a good guy.
Oh, Hayden's great.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah,
So
I love MASH in the chat. And MASH is perfect. I love that show. We talk about it here, every so often. It's great. That last season's a little rough, but what a great show. And Ultimate Spider-Man #1.
Woo! I'm talking about that in a little bit. I am
the
talking
new
about
shiny
that.
Jonathan Hickman universe.
Ooh, that is on my red pile. I'm talking about that later.
Oh, I'm talking about it right now. This is my read. This is Hickman just again. Lou, you read it, so you know. And I wanted to tell you, but I wanted you to read it yourself. Oh. We always talk about how Spider-Man needs to be a great comic book of all the time. It should always be Marvel's best book. Here it is. This is one of the best. This is just one issue. It's a new universe. I mean, everything is laid out in this first issue. There's a lot of surprises. I'm not going to get into anything because, Lou, as you know, there's some really cool spoilery stuff in here.
I got to talk about some things though in a little bit.
I think. Well, be careful because I think some of the stuff that happens in here, people need to experience it for themselves.
So good. It is so good.
And I'll just say it to you because you know, but the part where J. Jonah Jameson's running through the Bugle crying out Parker.
Yes,
that whole thing, and then the solution with it. Yeah, this is. If you're not, everybody just download it. Whatever it is, but I know we're all collector's edition people here. But this is great. You're gonna want to be reading this when it comes out. Get the singles, whatever the case is. The trade, the omnibus, eventually, whatever the case is. But Hickman is again showing that he can do anything in comic books.
Yeah.
And really show you what's going on. Really show you characters in whole new lights and where it's familiar but yet different enough to make it appealing and interesting again. I'm going to ask you, Lou, because they talk about there's an event that happened in this series, right? Some kind of catastrophic event happened, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was that in Ultimate Universe?
All that stuff.
So you do kind of have to read. You do have to read that Ultimate Universe.
It catches you up to speed pretty quickly. Before I kind of go, because I've got 2 books I want to talk about this week. Nobody else had any hauls?
No.
Okay, cool.
I'll
jump on what Gabe's talking about with Ultimate Spider-Man. So, Hickman once again is proving why, for me, I know some people don't share this sentiment. I think he's the best comic book writer working today. Simply because we finally, so in this version, I'm going to give you bullet points. In this version, the maker has stopped Peter from getting powers. He stopped the.
He stole a lot of people's origins.
Right. He stole a lot of people's origins in this universe because he wanted to control this universe. So basically, what he did, and this is all before this Spider-Man issue comes out, so I'm not even spoiling anything from here. Basically, what he did is he intervened in the moment that a lot of these heroes were supposed to get powers, and he stopped it from happening. So what's happening here is that you have this huge cataclysmic event that happened in this universe, and the Starks were blamed for the event. Starks didn't cause the event, but they were blamed for it. So because Peter never received his spider powers, he is now in his 30s. He's got a wife, he's got kids, and he's got a stable job. So for those of you out there that have wanted to see Peter Parker as an adult with a wife and kids and seeing how that works out, so far this is your book. This is what you wanted before they did the whole reset years ago. What's really cool here is that because Peter never got bitten by the spider, Hickman has thought of every single repercussion of what would happen if he was not bit by the spider. So if he wasn't bit by the spider, this chain of events would not have happened. So this person is still this person. This person is still around. I'm being very vague.
Yeah.
And he's really, really good at in this issue alone, they introduce a lot of things. So I'll set up an example. Because the maker intervened in all these heroes getting their powers in this universe, Matt Murdock is not a lawyer. He is a Catholic priest. Because he never really technically became Daredevil. So he never really went to law school and all this other stuff. Now, we don't really necessarily get why Matt Murdock is a priest and what happened with his dad and everything. That's, I'm assuming, going to be later on. But he is so good at mapping this stuff out and thinking 2 steps ahead of you in terms of, yeah, this character would be around. What would this character be doing in this universe if he or she was still around? It's so good. Oh my God, it's so
the boardroom scene, which are usually crappy. The boardroom scene was fantastic. Peter, because this didn't happen, like the maker in Ultimate Invasion shows up and he snatches the radioactive spider just before it bites Peter. So he has no powers and all that stuff, but he's going through life and he's like kind of maybe having like a midlife crisis or something. But you catch him at a point where he's like, I feel like there's something missing in my life. I need to be doing something else. There's something more going on that I should have been a part of, or there's something else. And that's later in the book, though. That's like the last couple of pages. But then it shows you like, and it's so good. I don't want to give anything away. It's so good.
And it's not necessarily a midlife crisis because Peter.
I'm saying it feels like that, though. It comes across as one. We know why, but it comes across as a midlife crisis.
Peter here is very content and very happy with his life. He's got Mary Jane. He's got a stable job. He's got his 2 kids. He's got a beautiful home and stuff like that. But he's at a point in his life where he kind of feels like, I feel like I'm meant to do more. I feel like there's something else that's missing in my life. I just feel kind of complacent, which God, Lee just hit right on the money for me lately. And hit me right in the feels. It's not that he doesn't like his life. He's very happy. But he feels like he could be doing more. And there's a wonderful conversation with a character that I'm just like, you fucking nailed it. Because that is probably exactly how that conversation would go with this character. Dude.
Yeah, so good.
Look, when we wrap up, this is only week 1 or week 2 into the year. When we wrap up the Omnis, I am fairly confident this book is going to be up there at the end of the year.
If a trade paperback comes out this year, it's only issue 1, but it's a contender.
And we've been talking about Hickman.
It's Hickman writing Spider-Man for the first time in his own universe. And some people here in the chat are saying that they hope they let him do what he needs to do and it doesn't turn into like a Krakoa 2.0 where like, all these other people kind of took over the show a little bit.
And we've been talking about Hickman, but Chichetto's art is so good. He is so good in this book.
Showing me good. Let me see.
He's great in Daredevil. He was fantastic, and the level of work he produced in Daredevil on a monthly basis is amazing. He is really good here. It's oh my god, it's a fantastic book. This is up there already as one of my favorite. It's going to be up there at the end of the year if he keeps this up as one of the best reads of the year. I'm confident in saying that.
I love seeing your guys' excitement about this.
No,
I'm trying to find a page that isn't spoilery to show you guys the art. The art is great in it, though.
This has been a banger few weeks for comics for me. It's been great stuff between the G.I. Joe stuff, that entire line, between what Hickman's doing, and between the book that I'm going to talk about in a minute. Oh my god, it's been great.
And there's, as I go through and I flip through, because I read it like 2 or 3 times because it was so cool. There's a lot of little things that he's dropping in here, I think, as well, where it's like, all right, let's see where this is going to go. Because, and the thing is, Spider-Man's barely even in it.
Huh?
Spider-Man's barely even in it.
No, he's not really in it that much. Yeah, he's really not that much. He's not in it that much.
Yeah.
You don't even get suited up Peter in this, but the dynamic between all the characters and the universe he's setting up and all the little breadcrumbs that he's setting up in this issue, it's so good. It really
all the foundation is perfectly just set up. It's really enjoyable. I'm glad I have it on my pull list. I started a pull list. I was like, I need to make sure I get these books. It's selling out like a lot. It's sold out here in town. I know that for sure. Nobody can get more copies. So people out there looking for it, saying that they need one and they want one, you might want to start looking around as soon as you can, because it is. Yeah. It got. I don't know why it's. People should have ordered more copies of this. I would expect it. I know I probably would have if I was ordering books still, but with the way the market is these days, with comics and stores shutting down, like you can't over order on stuff. But this is one that instead of buying like a bunch of $1,000, 1,000 variants, invest more in getting this, because this is bringing people into comic book stores.
So to me, this feels like, and I'll move on in a little bit, but to me, this feels like Hickman has taken a lot of stuff as a writer that he's learned, and he's really starting to put it into this book, whether it's planning ahead. The relationship that Peter has with Mary Jane in this harkens back to me of kind of the relationship dynamic of Sue and Reed from his Fantastic Four run and how that started out and stuff like that. So he's great with the characters. Again, man, this is issue 1, and man,
Rodimus is right on the dot here, dude. I'm glad he's not spoiling it, but yes,
this is issue 1. And look, if you for whatever reason are still reading the mainline Amazing Spider-Man book, you cancel that book and start this. You'll be probably 10 times happier than that. Flagship title, Jess. Flagship title. Back on top.
Well, this reminds me of when Ultimate Spider-Man originally first came out.
Yeah,
it was
so good.
The Spider-Man book to read. But that whole thing, as much as I love it and everything, it is a lot of rehashing. But this Hickman stuff is, who knows where it's going to go, because it's all different. Yeah, it's not like Ultimate Spider-Man, where the dynamics are still the same. We just kind of updated a little bit. There's different characters, new characters, old characters with new looks, different roles. It's a whole new universe. So it's one of those things where it's like, here's like your new 52 kind of jumping on point.
Yeah. They got to do a new suit, right? You would think they have to do a new suit.
I mean, I don't know, dude. They don't show you the suit.
Show you the suit. They don't give it to you this issue. So it's gonna be real interesting, because we have a middle-aged Peter Parker who now, how is he gonna deal with the dynamic of having an actual family, being successful, and trying to balance out that life? So I'm in for it. The other thing I read this week, Jason Aaron started his Superman run. I want to read it, dude. Oh my God.
They ran out at my shop when I went.
Oh, boys, look. We are being just blessed with so many good comics over the last few weeks. I'm super excited for the remainder of this year. Jason Aaron comes in with his Superman run, and it's a Bizarro story. I love Bizarro. Bizarro is one of my favorite characters of Superman's villain, Rogues Gallery. And Bizarro, through certain circumstances I'm not going to talk about here, has learned how to do magic. Superman's weak to magic. I will leave it at that. It's so good. Oh my God,
Wow.
Jason Aaron coming in hot with the Superman issue. This really, he does not waste any time. This reminds me a lot of the early days from his Thor run, where you get a lot of introspective talking bubbles and stuff like that in his head, and he's narrating stuff and everything like that. I love the dynamic of Bizarro in this comic, how there is a reason for why Bizarro is acting the way he acts in this comic, and you genuinely kind of feel bad for the guy. And how it ends left me on a cliffhanger going, well, I need to read issue 2 right now. I need to have that in my life. It's so great. It's fantastic, awesome. Honestly.
I need to find it, dude. I need to find it. I mean, I didn't really look around too much, but I mean, again, I'm always trying to find new books that are good. And I'm not hearing anything, but we got Hickman on Ultimate Spider-Man, Aaron on Thor, or Aaron on Action Comics.
He's going to be writing.
We got a lot of stuff coming down. Like I hear Thundercats is supposed to be really good. Like that's getting a lot of hype right now. So
yeah, Aaron's going to be writing TMNT pretty soon. So I'm looking forward to that.
Turtles. Didn't he have like a Batman book that he was working on?
I don't know.
It was a Doug Monkey, wasn't it?
No idea.
This is a good year for comics. I got a good feeling this is going to be a very, very good year for comics. It's already starting off very strong.
Yeah. Batman Off-World is what it's called.
I do want to highlight some comments here that I posted earlier. Javier is new to comics. He's asking if that Ultimate Spider-Man is available or a sold-out issue. So I looked on sites like Midtown Comics for you, Javier, and they do have one of the issues in stock if you want to grab it. It's not the main cover, but it's one of the variants. So if you're interested, go to Midtown Comics and you can order from them. Let's see.
Get it, read it, any way you can. Throw down in my comic stuff.
But it was 2 back-to-back bangers for me between Jason Aaron Superman and Hickman's Spider-Man. I'm like, oh my God, comics are great. Oh, feels good to read good comics again. No Hickman maps so far.
No maps.
No Hickman. We'll see. Maybe we'll get something in the next issue.
I hope it goes on for a long time.
Me too.
We don't know.
Well, we got Black Panther coming out.
Yep.
Ultimate
X-Men.
Black Panther, and then Ultimate X-Men. That what's her face is doing. Peach Mo Booger.
And what I love about this is that if Hickman is the one, I'm assuming, that's overseeing everything, it's enough titles where he can keep the reign on it. That it's not going to be an X-Men situation.
I'm hoping. I hope they leave him alone. They gave him his own universe, which they should have done a long time ago. Because this is that idea that's kind of what the Clone Saga was supposed to be, where the clone was supposed to be the real Spider-Man, and we're going to follow him, and Peter was going to go off with Mary Jane and start a family and have a regular life.
Not being biased, but Transformers is on such a great run.
It is.
DWJ is my favorite creator right now.
It's really good. I have the 4th issue on my tablet right now. I haven't read it yet, but it's really good. All that stuff right now, all the Transformers, G.I. Joe, everything that license is doing, that they're doing with those licenses, is really worth picking up because it's all good. Especially G.I. Joe by Larry Hama.
I need to start picking that stuff up. I only got the first issues, so I'm behind on Transformers.
Yeah, IDW renewed its license for TMNT, and they're rebooting it. So we're getting a new number 1 soon.
With Jason Aaron.
This is the best type of comment that we can get. I appreciate that so much. This channel, man, I came in as a manga fan, and now comics might take some space on my shelves in the future.
Good. Reading's reading, dude. Good stories is all we want.
Like confetti went down to you, Lou.
I know.
It's falling on you.
I appreciate that. Hey, man, that's one of the biggest compliments we can get.
That really is.
So there's a lot of good comics out there right now. So
Kenny's excited. Nice. Like it. Jess, did you read anything?
Yeah.
Like you want to
I read
briefly
this.
mention?
Suicide Squad, Get Joker.
Okay.
Nice.
Somebody in my chat, not in the chat, on my YouTube channel said it might have been NFL Dude, or it might have been somebody else. Sorry, NFL Dude, if it's not you. I would love your ranking of all the Black Label magazine size books. And it just so happens I happen to have all of them. I haven't
That's
read
the
this
best
yet.
one right there.
Yeah, I haven't read this yet, but I do have all of them. So I read this so I could be caught up because I just have that Andromeda one to read. The task force, they get tasked to kill Joker, and Red Hood is leading the team because he blah blah blah. He got sent to Belle Reve as Red Hood. So they have him leading a team. Harley and Firefly and Plastique, Silver Banshee, Wild Dog, Yonder Man, Pebbles, Meow Meow.
Who?
Baby talk?
She is a Japanese necrotic, has an ability to kill cells and rot tissue locally through content.
Okay, I'm never gonna make fun of her name again. I'm not gonna make fun of her name again.
Yeah, watch it. I didn't dislike this book, but I thought it was exciting and interesting the way they did things. I would have liked a lot. It's very thin, and I could have used a little bit more. A little bit more about each character, like Meow Meow. I would have liked to have gotten a couple pages on her and Plastique and Silver Banshee. I would have liked to have gotten a little more character development for them. On the flip side, not to spoil anything, but I'm going to, they're like the first to die. So maybe that's why they didn't. But this is another Take No Prisoners where book similar to not the exact same as Suicide Squad Shade or Blaze, because that thing is crazy, but they end up I found it fun because they end up getting left out in the cold, and then like the Peacemaker task force squad comes after them because Joker teams up with the squad that's supposed to be killing him, so they can survive getting shot at and killed by these dudes, like your typical Task Force X, led by Peacemaker, Deadshot, Deathstroke, those guys. And it was okay. I enjoyed it. The characterization of Joker was fine. I just wish there could have been a little bit more character development deep in the book for some of these characters. So, and it's got an ending that I think is purposely ambiguous, that leaves it up to the reader to figure, which I always appreciate that. Leaves that up to the reader to figure out. I mean, if you want a set ending, you're not going to get it in a book like this. The art was by A.X.E, so it's awesome. So yeah, I this is probably a 3.5 out of 5 star. So I'm going to keep it. The other book that I don't own, there is one Black Label magazine size book that I don't own. Can you remember what that might be? Yes.
Batman Damned.
Yeah, Batman Damned.
Our legacy on this channel.
That is not in my collection. So I'm just going to have to, when I do the ranking of all the books, I'm just have to say, imagine Batman Damned, and it's not even. Oh, I forgot. Was Lemire's Joker book magazine size, though? I didn't like that at all.
Look, Batman Damned is our Chinese democracy. You guys think You want the audio drama, but I promise when it comes out, you're not gonna like it.
No. Black Label magazine size books are my favorite format. I just got the Hellblazer, Aquaman, and Swamp Thing books. Excited to dive in. Nice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna read that Hellblazer one because that's the Derek Robertson did the art on it.
Yeah, and the Swamp Thing run I just read a couple months ago. It's by by Lemire, and it's really good. With Doug. Speaking of Doug Mankey, this is the best art I've ever seen from him in Swamp Thing. It's shockingly amazing.
So it's a good Swamp Thing book. I mean,
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I want to read it.
It's set in a dystopian future, but magic survives and things happen, and the green, the red, the rot, the evil dead, whatever. Everybody's given up on humanity and wants to start over. Swamp Thing gets resurrected from the green, and it takes an interest in a group of humans surviving on an island. And then there's somebody in a mysterious lighthouse who has the key to everything. And I won't say who it is, but it's awesome when they discover him and get involved with him or her, depending on what it is. So, yeah, I really like that Swamp Thing book. Green Hell.
Tom Taylor writing Hellblazer. Yep.
Oh, yeah, that early Hellblazer one. Yeah. Yo, I have them all. You better believe it. I got them all. Harley and Joker, Criminal Sanity. Yeah, I have those too. I got them all.
I thought DC hated Aquaman. They do.
Sorry, Gio.
Everybody likes him.
That's a great book.
I need to read that.
Have you read this, Gio?
I started reading it, but I haven't finished. But yeah, I like it.
Art looks gorgeous on that book.
Boy, the art really does look gorgeous.
Yep.
Oofa. Okay.
Just in the art alone, everybody should at least read it.
Yeah. I might read this next so I can do that video.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's switch on over to previews.
Okay.
Give me a second here.
Hey, there we go. I love it.
All right, previews. Not a lot of exciting books from DC this week, unfortunately. There is this Batman book, which I suspect already came out in hardcover. Now it's coming out in trade. It is Batman Volume 6, Abyss. This collects Batman 118 to 121 and issue 124 of the Joshua Williamson run. Now, a whole bunch of other people right there. It's a lot of creators. And as you can see, you can get Brobots. That's a thing.
What?
Robots. That's not DC, but I still wanted to highlight
that was
it.
in the Batman book. I'm like, is that
no.
Crime Syndicate thing?
Yeah, no. This is like the younger cousin to GoBots. This is Brobots.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Couple Catwoman.
That'd be the name of our show if we were a Transformers podcast.
Robot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a fun one. It's a very anime-looking Catwoman.
Ooh, David Nakayama. That's a cool-looking Catwoman.
That is a very cool Catwoman.
Let's see. We got Catwoman, Green Lantern. These are all single issues. We're single bros now. Oh, there's the Constantine one. Dead in America, issue 1 out of 8.
Is this the Cy Spurrier run?
Yes.
Ooh.
Here's the main cover.
Great.
So that should be collected soon because it's only 8 issues.
Okay.
And this is awesome. I know he's not going to win, but I appreciate that they put my guy in a cover with Godzilla. So that's fun. Rest in peace, Aquaman. I don't think he's going to win. I love the character, but if you're going to put him up against one of my favorite monsters, I'm sorry. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, no, I think it's just that Batman book.
Wonder which version of
Superman.
Godzilla that is. Because if it's the -1 Godzilla, that dude's just mad.
Oh,
This one, no, this is the Monsterverse.
Oh, well.
Because it's Justice League with Godzilla versus Kong, the IP.
Look, I like the Monsterverse stuff, but the -1 Godzilla was just mean. He was just knocking over buildings just to be a dick.
he was crazy.
Yeah. He looked mad.
Crazy good.
So, yeah, that's it. Just one trade, unfortunately. And from the other publishers, we got from Boom Studios, Wild's End trade paperback.
All right, boom. Knocking them out of the park.
$50. How big is that thing?
This trade collects, for the first time, the original trilogy of the cult favorite anthropomorphic alien invasion graphic novels are collected here.
Ooh.
So 3 Wild's End First Light, Wild's End The Enemy Within, and Wild's End Journey's End. So 3 books in one.
Now,
I like
this is Dan Abnett.
Yeah, I like the first one, but I never collected the other 2, so this might be something I got.
It was good.
You know what?
Sorry?
It was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed the first one.
They quoted Jeff Lemire on this, and he said it's really great.
Very nice.
Wow.
Great quote there.
He sent that in on a napkin he wrote in a Wendy's.
We got to print this out. Jeff, what did you think of the book? It's really great. All right, we'll go with that. It's really great. Print it.
It probably wasn't even that. They're probably like, hey, Jeff, can we say that you thought it was really great? Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Yeah, man. Yeah, sure. All right.
From Marvel Comics, we got Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection, the Clone Saga. This is volume 27 of that.
Let's go. I'm down.
Also coming out, Avengers Beyond, trade paperback, collecting all 5 issues. And wait a minute, hold on. Blood is spilled, bones are broken, and betrayal is on the horizon. But who are the bootleg Avengers? That sounds like something we would make up. Okay.
The bootleg Avengers.
All right. That's
Who's
what we call
writing
ourselves here. This is
by Ewing.
But see, I'm going to make it like a bunch of offshoot Avengers. I'd make it the real Avengers, but it's in the 1920s during when there was no alcohol.
Bootlegging? Yeah.
Bootlegging, yeah.
Derek Landy. Oh, Greg Land. I don't know.
Prohibition. That's what I was looking for.
What is okay, Greg? You do your thing, buddy. Incredible Hulk, Volume 1, Age of Monsters. And the one Omnibus release. This is A.X.E, Epic, Avengers, X-Men, Eternals, Judgment Day, Omnibus.
I do this. I'm getting this because this is supposed to be an excellent event. But I did find out through viewers who actually pay attention to comics, not like me, that you need to get the Immortal X-Men 1 volume by Gillen in trade paperback. And then there's an Eternals complete collection coming out in July that's like 1 through 12 of Eternals and like the 3 one-shots. So those are the 2 things you need to get into this event.
Okay. And which cover are you interested in?
Oh, can you show me again?
This one or this one?
Oh, I don't think I'd seen that one. Who's the artist on that one? That I kind of like that. I like the
Patrick Gleason, I think. Maybe. Looks like him.
I like that better than the other one, I think.
This one is by Mark Brooks. Both are good.
Yeah, they're both good. But I've only seen the Mark Brooks one.
What about the chat? Chat, are you getting this book? Let us know in the comment and the chat.
Rodimus, that's just what I said, though. At 9.19, the complete collection is trade paperbacks volume 1 and 2, and I said Immortal X-Men. Those actually were the words that left my mouth before I said anything else. Peace and love, and I'm not,
Shh, he wasn't listening.
Oh, were you out getting something to drink or something? Oh yeah, this is nice, but it's kind of boring. I like the other one.
Also coming out for the kids out there, Marvelverse. Miles Morales is getting his own Marvelverse book. So it's a greatest hits digest-sized book. Also, Mighty Marvel Masterworks Black Panther Volume 2 with 2 covers. Marvel Masterworks Daredevil hardcover Volume 18 with the DM variant. And New Mutants Lethal Legion. It's a pretty good week for Marvel, I guess. From the other publishers.
Okay, Rodimus, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I could just get the first 2 trades of Eternals. So, peace and love, I might do that.
For Dark Horse, we got All Nighter Volume 2. Omnibus, which I showed earlier, is putting out Robots Complete Collection.
Yeah, Robots.
Yeah. EC Archives Crime Suspense Stories, trade paperback. And all the manga we talk about on Thursday, so we're going to skip that for a minute. But I do want to point out this is the final volume here. A lot of people are excited for this. Golden Kamuy, Volume 31. First Comics has Illuminati Transport, Volume 2. Google or Gobble? Google, right? Whatever.
Google.
Don't care enough. K is in trouble. Masquerade from Dark Horse, hardcover Volume 2. I think we talked about Volume 1 a while ago.
Oh, yeah, we did. Oh, yeah, this is the one where he cuts everybody in half and stuff.
Yeah. Flagship title from Kevin Smith's Secret Stash Press is reloaded for more Massacre Mayhem, collecting issues 5 through 8.
So we must have talked about this last week or the week before or something.
Kevin Smith has an imprint?
Yes.
Wow. I did not know that.
Secret Stash Press.
Yeah, that's new to me.
Oh, maybe okay, I know. I think I talked about it with Webhead from Comic Releases. Okay, yeah, this looks boss.
Oh, and I like Kevin Smith. I like him as a person.
I'm sure he's a good guy.
Yeah, he seems really cool.
Also coming out from Mad Cave Studios, Mono Myth. All in one, I assume. Trade paperback.
Oh, this sounds scary.
Which one? Monomyth?
This book, yeah. If you're reading the, why don't you read the description?
What if the secret school of magic you were chosen for was trying to kill you? Magic is all but extinct when the last ailing wizard cast a final desperate spell to summon the descendants of ancient bloodlines to a school for magic now in disrepair. Those chosen ones find a horror of the likes they've never experienced. They will have to confront the deepest parts of themselves and defeat each other in order to survive the ordeal. It's like a battle royale magic series.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Monomyth. Okay.
Monstrous has the second hardcover, but it's the limited edition deluxe hardcover for Monstrous.
Ooh, that is a pricey book.
$150.
Well, that's a signed limited edition volume 2. How special.
Limited to 500 copies. Collecting Monstrous 19 to 35 and Monstrous Talk Stories 1 and 2, plus special extras. Interesting. That's pricey. Okay.
Come on, 50% off IST.
From Dark Horse, the Oloris, however you pronounce it, I apologize. So that's a new comic universe. Volume 1 of that, Heroes Will Unite.
This is the what now? What universe?
No, it's from Dark Horse, but this is a new like universe that they're establishing here for this title. Join the heroes from across the Unique Studios' unique universe.
I hate it.
You thought you were really cute with that name, didn't you?
Yeah.
Nailed it.
DJ Unique took that already.
Several unique storylines finally converge. So this is like their Avengers book of the unique universe.
Okay, moving on.
They're even using like unique normally in here, spelled U-I-O-U. I hate it.
With the universe.
Yeah, featuring appearances from other unique heroes like A.X.E. Stop.
Yeah.
One of my New Year's resolution is to be a better person. Let's go.
Fuck that.
I don't want to break this 15 days in.
I hope somebody just carpet bombs your studio like Gaza.
Oh, don't say that. That's me.
Oh, dude, don't say that.
Can you hear me? I'm having some issues here. Hold on.
Yeah.
I need to take my camera off. Punicorn from Clarion Books, hardcover. And Send Them a Farewell Gift for the Lost Time. Oh, that's a manga. Sorry. My bad. First Comics, Shotgun to Sugarland, hardcover. Shotgun to Sugarland. Star Wars Hyperspace Stories Volume 2 from Dark Horse. And this book, at least the cover looks pretty interesting. We got Survival, trade paperback, all 5 issues. This thrilling tale combines the action-packed drama of Red Dawn and the horror of 30 Days of Night.
Cool.
When Emma Reed journeyed back to her hometown in Alaska, she was expecting little more than a tense family reunion, but early that morning, a plane full of militarized vampires in a hijacked Russian warplane crash-landed in the thick woods near the mountain and changed her life forever.
I'm in.
I think we're a little bit behind your.
There it is.
I think we're now just seeing that, Gio.
Yeah.
I know, I'm having issues.
Oh.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
You had me a plane full of militarized vampires hijacked a Russian warhead or whatever. I mean, yeah, it doesn't take much to make me happy.
Okay, it should be working now.
Yeah, who puts that out?
This is by Dark Horse.
Oh, okay. I'll
Sean
read
Lewis.
that.
Good stuff.
So it should have a good discount at In-Stock Trades.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
From Vault Comics, These Savage Shores, the definitive edition.
Oh. What's definitive?
I don't know what's different about this one, but I assume it has more extras or something.
I love this book.
Yeah, we talked about it, right? We did like a full review.
Like 2019, I think.
Yeah. Manga.
Ram V.
And that's it.
Yeah. I think that was the first one that's the first one I ever knew about Ram V. That's the first time I had heard of him.
And I think that was my first Vault release too.
What was that? Shotgun to Netherland or whatever it was?
Shotgun to Sugarland? That just sounds like we need Dixie Sticks.
Yeah. What was the name of that? What's the premise of that? Is that a manga?
No, I hope not. Jesus. Detective Alexandra Stride is hunting a fanatical woman on a bloody trail of vengeance fueled by manic religious fervor. As the hunt comes to an end. What?
I'm saying that's a real manga.
Oh.
Not a fake manga.
As the hunt comes to an end, one may lose her sanity and one may lose her life. But in the end, both will fund their savior. A new mind-bending experience from the Philback brothers.
I have no clue who the Philback.
Oh, the Philback brothers.
Are they
friends
like
of the show?
Are they like the knockoff Coen brothers?
They're
never heard of them.
I've never heard of these guys.
But it's a lot. Like Sean. Oh, no, it's just 2. Sorry, Sean and Matthew. I thought it was 4. Never mind.
Well, A.S., this was the first book everybody ever read from Ram V, These Savage Shores. It's so good. A.S., you need to get, I don't know if you need to get this version, but whatever version you get, you'll be happy with.
It's fun, and the art's great too.
Yeah.
So that's the list. Pretty interesting. Take a quick look back at all the Marvel stuff coming out. In this book right here, and the Batman book that nobody's gonna get. I can't. I don't know. I'm joking.
Oh, I'm gonna get that Wild's End because I actually dug that first trade.
I need to read it.
And then
I'm gonna get that Action Comics that Jason Aaron did.
That's good stuff.
But tomorrow, noon Eastern Standard Time, all you got to do is go to InStockTrades.com for your collected editions. You get all these Omnis that we talked about, or trades, hardcovers, etc., for great discounts that range from 42 to 46, 50% off, deals of the week, free shipping in the US at $50 or more. Loyalty discount adds an extra 2% off when you order on a week-by-week basis. And, of course, you get that trademark, fantastic packaging, and wonderful customer service when you place your order at InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network.
I think I'm going to get that Spider Clone Saga Epic Collection.
There you go. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Cool.
Kind of a light week, all things considered, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not much going on this week.
It's still January. January always sucks.
I mean, people are getting out of the holidays, so a lot of they don't really put out titles and stuff like that.
It'll be chill until tax time comes out.
Yeah, when are we supposed to be getting a good omnibus or something pretty soon?
Next week is the famous Romnibus, so a lot of people are excited for that.
Oh, okay, that'll be fun.
When are we supposed to be getting a good omnibus or something?
If it were up to me, never, because Marvel refuses to put out the Inhumans in omnibus format. So.
I'm gonna keep teasing a lot of you Rom fans because I don't know. We'll see. Buyer's remorse and all that stuff, or maybe some of you really know what you're getting into. Like Larry's Library, he genuinely knows what he's getting into. He loves that stuff. Awesome. I'm happy for you, man. Some of y'all.
I'm gonna be honest. Sorry, go ahead.
Some of y'all might need to temper your expectations.
It's an omnibus based on like a late 70s action figure line that didn't last very long.
I
think the comic lasted longer than like the toy did.
For sure. I think I'm like 80% sure that I'm not gonna get the Romnibus. I don't know. The idea of Rom crossing over with Marvel superheroes is not appealing to me. I am so sorry. Maybe it's good.
Mary M's excited about it, so
hey,
I'm excited for Mary M.
Yeah, no, fantastic. Everybody that wants it, get it.
Like if they did like a epic collection of it, I'd probably be down.
That's awesome.
I was mentioning before the show, if they put out a trade, any sort of trade paperback, maybe I would drop that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Well, maybe next week I'll go crazy and order the damn thing, because why not?
I'm definitely getting that Thor by JMS Gillen.
You don't have that omnibus, the JMS Thor one?
I don't have any of the Thor Gillen stuff. I don't have any of Gillen's Thor. So I sold that Thor JMS one when I saw that was coming out, so I can get them both.
I have no connection to that character. Rom, if it were Transformers original Marvel years, I would buy it immediately.
Give me Marvel Transformers. Give me Marvel G.I. Joe collections.
You know, with Larry Hama writing G.I. Joe, I'm kind of surprised that we haven't heard. I mean, they even continued the numbering, right? The numbering hasn't changed. So I'm kind of surprised we haven't heard of G.I. Joe omnibus.
I don't know. Rom omnibus is pretty thin. It is not a huge book. And they're making like 3 volumes out of it, right? I think.
What's the
Because
retail?
volume 2 is already solicited.
What was that 150? What's the retail for that book?
125.
Okay.
So it should be like 60 something bucks on in stock trades. I
Okay.
think. It's not bad.
No, it's not terrible at
Again, who knows what'll happen next week? We'll see what it. I'm not.
Well,
Like,
from
part of me
Manga.
wants it, and part of me is like, do I need it? I don't know.
You're
We'll
gonna
see
get
which
it.
side wins next week.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna be hovering on that to buy option at noon EST. You're just gonna go, you know what? I'm just gonna bite the bullet. Okay, real quick, because we're getting to the end. Sell out? What do you think? Selling out on IST?
ROM?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna say yes.
I think
Remember, it has 3 covers.
I think it has 4 covers.
4.
4?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Are all 4 going to sell out?
no.
No. Jess?
You mean ever or this week? The week that it comes out?
The week that it comes out on IST, will all 4 covers sell out?
No.
Gabe?
Sell out, like out of print, or is this sold out on IST?
Sold out on IST.
I'll say
IST.
yes. Who cares? I'll say yes.
Okay.
I think only one will remain, and it'll be the standard cover.
That I agree with. Eventually,
Let me see the covers real quick. Can we pull them up, Gio, real quick?
I got it. Hold on. Give me a sec.
Yeah, it's okay. Sellout time. What do you think? Let's make it simpler. How long do you think it'll be up before one of those covers sells out? I'm gonna give it 2 hours.
I'll give it like 10 hours.
10 hours?
I have no feel for this because it's not my thing, so I'm not getting it. But I know there's pent up demand for it.
Yeah.
People have been wanting this forever.
Okay, so
I'll
this
say-
is the standard cover.
That's a standard one.
That's the
Ugh,
one I would get.
That's a cool one.
I don't like it.
It's Frank Miller.
This is the one I'm tempted to get. I think this is pretty badass.
That's an interesting concept.
It's the first. Is this the first page? Like,
The house ad, I think it's called.
Okay.
This is the other one that I think is not that fun.
I
But that's
can't.
just me.
I can't wait to see all our favorite YouTubers go. Yeah, I was always a ROM fan. Of course,
Rom is
I've read
back,
the material.
everybody. They all got their thumbnails. They look like this.
Yeah.
With a big arrow pointing towards the book.
Yes.
Yeah, they're always pointing to it. They're like,
Biggest
"Oh."
omnibus ever sells out.
This one by the late George Pettis.
Oh, a bunch of jackasses.
So I think this one will remain in stock for a bit.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see
But
that.
this is going as well.
You
Especially
mean
this one.
like
okay,
first day or couple weeks?
That's my choice.
I give it like 12 hours.
I think this
Well-
one with the hammer is selling out first.
This one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's the first one to sell out.
That's a cool one.
I remember this being a commission that George Pettis did. And
Yeah.
I don't know the story of how Marvel got it, but they're using it from 2013.
Yeah, that's gonna sell out pretty quick. Ooh, that's a good one though.
We're just picking up that ratty kid by his neck.
Who is this? I'm not too well versed into like.
I don't know. I hope it's a Power
Oh,
Pack
yeah.
kid. I hope he gets
Yeah.
his head crushed.
It's tiny. It's Tiny Tim. Watch Rom do the Christmas story.
But this one looks awesome. I love
I
this.
would pay big money for Rom to do a Christmas story. And he's Uncle Scrooge.
I never ever heard of ROM, but I'm a big fan. Nice.
Oh my god.
I'm too young to know ROM. You know what I do like? I do like ROMs, like PC ROMs. That I do.
You will be
Know a
visited
lot
by the
about.
3 ghosts of Micronauts past.
Under the Dust Jacket is the standard cover. Well, there you go.
Oh, that's interesting.
You can, if you don't, like if all of this sells out and you wanted this one or sorry, if this sells out and you got one of these, just throw the Dust Jacket away and you'll have this under it.
I think the standard one
Okay.
sells out. I think the standard one is the one that sells out. I think that's the one. The people who want this, or who are like super pent up, excited about it, are the ones that probably read it before or were interested in it before, and this is that iconic cover for Rom. So I think that'll be the one that most people are going to snag.
Not a hammer. The ROM weapon is called the neutralizer. Thank you. Okay.
Cool. Awesome. I really just, again, I'm so happy for Miriam. I'm so happy for Larry's Library that are really, really want to get this. I really am. I think maybe some people should temper their expectations as to what this material is and look at what the content is. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Nobody reads this stuff, Lou. We all know that.
Everybody
it's
go check out.
It's going to be sealed, wrapped on their shelves forever.
I
mean, besides like Larry and Mary, the people who actually want it, but like those FOMO, inertia buying omnibus people who are out there, they're just going to sit there, and they're going to be like, "It's so cool, Rom."
Yeah.
I mean, a hammer is also a neutralizer if you hit someone hard enough with it. Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't. Hayden gets it.
What I don't like is the ROM not being centered on the Pettis cover. George Pettis. This one
not being centered.
It looks like a hammer to me. Like he's got Thor's hammer or something. I don't know.
It looks like a easy bake oven from the side.
It kind of does.
I'm gonna say something mean. Don't dislike the video.
Do it.
It looks like the thing you use to scan groceries.
Oh, that's so mean, Gio. Oh my gosh, you can't say that kind of stuff. No, we're gonna get canceled.
Rom, the Walmart worker. I love it. Please, if anybody has Photoshop skills out there, pull that up again. The other one. Please, can you Photoshop that Walmart vest on his chest real quick? I would love that.
He's standing outside. He's your exit gatekeeper at Costco. He has to check your receipt and what you got in your bag.
I love Pettis, but I don't care for that cover. It's not. Rest in peace. I love Pettis, but like, I don't know.
No, it was a commission. Somebody was like, "Do Rom." He was like, "Fuck." Okay.
Who? Perez was probably like, "What?"
No, I'm sure Perez knew who Rom was, but like he probably gets asked how to do Rom like 5 times in his life.
Yeah. No, my favorite is the one where he's choking out Tiny Tim. Yeah, I would love that one.
Yes.
Yeah, Gio, what you said put what I said to shame, man.
I know.
I love it.
Thank you so much, 00711. Little kid is Jimmy Marks. I don't know who that is, but thank you. Hybrid.
I prefer Lou's version.
Yeah.
ROM also has a universal translator. That's cool, I guess.
Everybody has that now.
I don't get that reference.
Hey, Larry, let's go. That's the one I like. How's that? Let's go.
This is an interesting cover. Have we ever gotten a cover like this for an omnibus?
Maybe.
It has like panels and stuff like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I like it. I like that he's in flames and pissed off. I don't know what's happening here, but I'm tempted to get this.
I feel like there was a book like that before, but I can't think of what it was. I recall panels on the cover.
ROM has a scanner and a translator, so ROM is Siri. Beep, beep.
Hey, Rom, skip the ads on this podcast.
Beep, beep. I love ROM from when I was a kid, but in all honesty, it's probably not for everyone. I mean, the Power Rangers mean nothing to me, but for others, it's life. There's something out there for everybody, of course. Yeah. More power to you if you like that. Yeah.
50 years of continuity. 50 years of comics. A ROM omnibus.
A robot that's in flames and pissed
30 years
off.
continuity, my butt. There's 30 issues.
No, I'm talking about in general. Like for Marvel, I'm like, this is what you land on. Hey, they're
putting all the stuff they're putting out all the like unreprintable stuff now, which is kind of cool. Or at least a lot of it. ROM, Geo, that Godzilla's coming out, so you should have your radar on that.
Yeah,
Micronauts. They must be doing something right because this is the most pre-ordered one, right? Isn't that what they said?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're doing something right.
Give us those Transformers, give us those G.I. Joes, and give us Ultraverse.
Oh my God, I would immediately buy a Transformers and G.I. Joe Omnibus from the 80s. I don't even collect this stuff anymore like that, and I would buy it.
How are people feeling in the chat about the Micronauts Omnibus? Is that going to sell out as well as ROM?
No, I don't think so.
This is way out of my knowledge zone. I don't know either of those two things.
You were more interested in women when this stuff was coming out.
This stuff, I was in college when this stuff came out.
You were not as interested in the comics as you are now back then.
No, you're right.
It's this, but with ROM and Micronauts in the 70s. Oh, no, don't do that to me. I feel like Omar specifically asked them for a Romnibus over Inhumans. Probably.
It has to.
We know he does.
At some point, you have to get it in a few years.
Yeah.
It has to be.
It will be a glorious day. So, yeah. Are people excited for Micronauts? I didn't grow up with this, so I don't know.
I didn't grow up with this either.
It looks fun, and I'd be willing to read it. I don't know if I want to buy it, but I'd read it.
You know, I mean, it's a lot of it's Michael Golden artwork, who's fantastic.
I like that cover. That cover,
yeah, that's great. You know, I was saying in the green room before we got on here that it was GoBots or Transformers as a kid, and we knew who the poor kids were on the playground because they had GoBots, and they would get their ass beat by the Transformers kids.
Zdarsky had a variant cover for a Spidey Omni that looked like a ketchup bottle. Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, I just remember that.
Yeah.
I like this cover. I don't know. Maybe because it's alluding to the Transformers. And I like the Transformers. So in my head, I'm like, yeah, I like this one. You know what I would like? A collection of Beast Wars comics. That'd be fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be really fun.
That's my jam. I think more people know. Yeah, definitely. Micronauts, a lot of people know because that had TV shows, right? That had animated shows. And
I don't know about that.
Didn't have an animated show.
I think they were both just like failed toy lines.
I don't know. I think I've asked this before. What's the relationship between Micronauts and ROM? What is he part of the Microverse or whatever this is called?
I don't think there is any connection.
Oh, okay. Because every time I've heard about ROM, it's like it goes hand in hand with the Micronaut stuff.
Because it's the same idea, I think. I think what it is it's the same kind of situation where it's a failed toy line that had a comic book that people really liked and it disappeared. I mean, we haven't had any collections since the late 80s.
Wait. Yeah. It didn't have any shows. It says here in 1998. A bunch of people, I'm not going to name too many names, I don't care, plan to produce a Micronauts animated series starting with a 5-part miniseries to air on the Sci-Fi Channel in the fall of that year, followed by a syndicated 26-episode Micronauts animated series for 1999 with action figures and a Marvel tie-in comic announced. The project was later canceled.
When was Micronauts a toy line? Was it about the same time as ROM?
1976.
So pretty close, if not the same.
Yeah.
And ROM was 79.
Okay.
79? Let me double check. Yes, 1979.
Rodimus, you actually kind of made me chuckle there a little bit with that one.
And to bring the show full circle to something we talked about before going live, check out this Micronaut called Biotron, which is the lamest robot I've ever seen in my life. Sorry, Micronauts fans, but this sucks.
Oof.
This is Biotron.
That is 5 ounces of pathetic.
Look at that.
I would have played with it.
Me? No.
I had GoBots and Transformers.
I didn't have GoBots. I just had Transformers.
I had GoBots. I had Transformers.
But I will say, in this drawing, he looks pretty cool. This, not so much.
Even worse, he's French. What?
Oh, never mind. I take that all back.
All the colors, the flag.
Oh, I guess he stinks from here. And doesn't tip.
That is
Vintage
pretty
from-
bad.
Oh, Migos. Okay. I didn't know Migos were involved.
Migos?
Yeah. It says over here that Migo was doing the action figures in the late 70s, early 80s. It's the interchangeable world of the Micronauts. That's the slogan for.
Oh, the comic went for like 60 issues.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay.
Wow.
So there you go. That's Micronauts, everybody. I like that we're just shitting on Micronauts, and people are probably still going to buy the book, regardless.
That's awesome. Buy what you like.
Wait a minute. James, I got you.
Jewish Dragon.
Oh, my guy. Let's friggin' go. All right, hold on. I got a surprise for everybody. I got a surprise. That's a fun way to end the show tonight.
Mm.
That's great.
Did he just wrote that? He's got the best on.
Can I see your receipt, please?
That's great.
I want this as a variant. I will buy this if this was the variant cover.
They need to
Let me
contact
make
Walmart.
Bravo. Who was this? Was this James?
Yeah, thank you, James, for sending that.
Bravo, sir.
That
Nailed
was
it.
so great. James, you made that so fast.
We need to save that and put that up whenever we talk about Rom now.
Yeah,
I will
I
do that.
agree.
Please,
That's
that goes in the
amazing.
corner.
I'll do that. Yeah. Actually, let me do that live. on the show.
Amazing.
The overlay just dropped, boys. We got Walmart ROM. They should make a Walmart dust jacket and sell this there.
Oh,
In
that
Walmart,
best?
yeah.
There we go.
that is beautiful. Thank
That
you,
vest
sir.
is the best.
Thank you, James. Appreciate it.
Jewish Dragon, but is he the greeter or loss prevention? He's no, that's loss prevention, right? You know, the greeter doesn't have the little scan gun, right?
Well, no, because there's those gatekeepers at Walmart, or at least my Walmart, where they
is.
check your receipt, just like
Yeah,
Samsung.
yeah.
Not most of the time. I just walk past them most of the time, but it's not Costco where you get trapped and you have to let them scan all your shit.
Yeah. Oh, Costco don't play. Costco really looks at it.
Legitimate question from Rising Phoenix. Hey
Yeah.
guys, Thunderbolts Red Omnibus. Will it be worth getting?
I actually read those issues in trade paperback. It's a pretty good team. It's got like Punisher and Elektra on it.
Deadpool's in it. Red Hulk.
Yeah. It started out, the first trade was written by Daniel Way, but then Charles Soule takes over. And I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. I'm not one thing I'm not clear on is Riley's always been talking about that Jeff Parker Thunderbolts era, and I wonder that hasn't been released yet, right?
No, but that's an amazing run though.
Right, but it has not been released. Okay.
Right.
So I'm still looking for it. Okay.
I might have to get that because I love that. I love when Luke Cage was in charge of the Thunderbolts.
Oh, is that what it was? That was the run? Because that has been released.
Has it been released?
Luke Cage, yeah.
Okay.
It's called Thunderbolts Uncaged or something.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
Walmart ROM written by Rom B. I like that.
So the Thunderbolts that Jeff Parker wrote was the Luke Cage one.
Yeah.
Oh, Ari is confirming that. Okay, so I need to get that then.
My confirming wasn't enough.
Well, no.
Well, no, that's a great run. It's such a great team. There you go. So you got Ghost. I love Ghost in here. I really wish they would have used this version of Ghost in the movies. Songbird, Swamp Thing is their teleporter when they got to go places. And Juggernaut, Crossbones is in it for a little bit too. He's not on this cover, but Crossbones is in it. It's cool. Okay. This is really good. And then I think it got caught up with like Fear itself, and then I think that's when I fell off.
A lot of stuff did.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Good. I'm glad. This is the one I've been waiting for.
Damn it.
Who is Walmart Rom's arch nemesis? Just old white ladies? Probably. One final thing I want to share with you guys before we end the show. I was looking earlier at ROM Space Knight figures, and they are pretty expensive on eBay. At least for what it is, Like,
wow.
Yeah, let's see
this
what
was
the
selling
toys
for
look
$200
like.
bucks.
What?
Pick a toy and let's see what it looks like. What a real ROM toy looks like.
That is a nostalgia buy. $200 bucks. You buy a Switch for $200, and I get more joy out of that than this. Think about that, folks, before you drop $200 on this. He's got flippers.
Yeah, he does. What's going on at the bottom of his what?
Space swimming.
Wow. There's gonna be
that's a ROM.
There's gonna be 4 ROM fans that are gonna dislike the fuck out of this video. I know.
The robot from Lost in Space is cooler than this guy.
Yes, he was. Oh, we got batteries. Okay, cool.
Is that battery from 1970? Because I want to look it.
Battery. Damn. Oh, there's a ROM butt in there.
Oh
dear.
Yep. He's got the jetpack. Okay. Got flippers. He was ready for any kind of weather.
Even looks like he's wearing like a scuba helmet.
Kind of does, yeah.
This is like Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve.
I'm guessing the battery pack is for the light in his head.
Maybe. Oh, here's a better look at it. No, never mind. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Where's the Walmart scanner?
Okay. This is $500. You get a PlayStation 5 for this price.
Whoa.
Rare vintage ROM the Space Knight action figure. Parker Brothers.
PS5.
Well, go to the sold. Let's see what they actually sold for. This thing looks like it was in his butt. Oh, so $250 is a dude. $50 just for the Walmart scanner. Does that get me past the gatekeepers?
Wow. $80. Somebody got a good deal on that one.
Up.
Oh, but that $80 one.
Look at that.
He lights up and everything. Cool.
Ooh. That's
cool. I guess for 1979. Yeah.
I don't like the guy's rating. 97% is shitty.
That's not a good rating.
So there you go. ROM, everybody. Or the ROM bros. You can buy a smartphone that also has a translator, and like the hammer, it can neutralize someone when it's thrown hard enough at their head.
I like the way you're thinking, Hayden.
Make an offer, $350, and by that I mean $3.
It'd be great if you made an offer for $350 and somebody was just like, "Yeah, fine. Somebody take this off my hands."
Yeah, finally, someone has arrived here. Take it.
Well, that one sold for $250, so that seems to be a fair price.
Somebody's asking for them.
All righty. So, are we ready to end the show?
Sure.
Mike?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody,
Go outside,
tuning.
nerd. Get out. Go. I ain't got time to be distracted by your worthless chime-ins. Go on.
That's such a great clip. I love that one. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to the chat. Thank you to our sponsor, Instructrays, for making it happen for tonight's broadcast. And let's see, Comics Guide. You can't find him anywhere except here. He has an exclusivity contract with the Omnibus Collectors Network. That's it.
That's true.
We all signed do not compete clauses.
Exactly. Gabe loves 90s comics. Similar deal, right?
I also signed that non-compete. I'm exclusive here. But I did just upload. Me and Lou did a Patreon this weekend.
Yes, we did.
And we did a watch party for A.X.E season 1. So that's up there.
Yeah, we watched the first episode of A.X.E season 1, and it was not bad. We had a good time.
Nice.
It answers some questions about the blip or the snap.
Mm-hmm.
Some cool stuff. The first 5 minutes is really weird. I was like, did I play the wrong show?
I thought you did.
And adorable Omnidog. Where can people find you when you're not here with us?
Omnidog, I did not sign the non-compete. Sorry, I tore it up and threw it back in Gio's face. Omnidog's Vault on YouTube, Omnidogs_Vault on Instagram, and my Discord. Thank you, James.
There you go. And I don't believe in contracts, so I didn't sign anything. You can find me on my channel. That's Manga Geekdom. I posted a haul video today. I uploaded a video if you want to check that out with some pickups and stuff. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you once again to the chat. Lots of wonderful comments. Can't highlight them all. But
just can't get enough of those things, dude.
I love them.
It was an amazing stream. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
that's
James.
it. Good night to you all. Stay safe out there. If it is snowing. If it's not snowing.
Oh, it's
still
totally.
thank you.
It's totally snowing here.
Nice.
Lots of it.
We're gonna end it on that comment. Thank you so much. Where's our boy? There we go. That's it.
Wow.